Hey, 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 beautiful souls. How is it flowing? I am super excited to connect today. And the message that was coming through just now before I came live, and I want to get it out before I lose it. Precious heart, oceans of love swim as your eyes and beat as your beautiful, precious heart. Oh my gosh, we are the living art. I'm so excited. So we're just going to get right in. Something shifted and I'm so grateful for the shift. I'm so grateful to um, be be the shift. And I trust if you have found this space whenever you find it, real time, it is October 20th, 2025. We are wrapping up a universal Gregorian number 9 year and rapidly moving towards the destined path for all of us. So are you feeling it? Can you feel it? Yes, we can. So let's tune in here. At this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, supporting us today to feel encouraged on staying the course our heart has chosen. And yeah, gone are the days. I'm just hearing like there's so much coming in today. And I've got my handy dandy little notebook. So this was very exciting. So for those who don't know, my name is lisalyle, and this is, my offering to the collective, whoever lands upon this, in support of this spiritual awakening, in support of the healing of the divine human that is you and I. Temporary in form at this time, and yet the essence of our soul lives beyond the flesh, and it is eternal in nature. It is the essence of unconditional love. So, with that being said, I'm just going to get right into it. Normally, Mondays, I pull some cards from the angels, and we've, for the last couple of weeks, have been building upon the messages that come in on Sunday. Not today. Something has changed. I was guided to move back here. We've got Metatron overseeing the whole thing, and the messages have already come through, and they came through in a really beautiful way. So I'm just going to share with you. It's been a long time since I have allowed myself to be the conduit, to really sit and be the channel of Source Divine, loving and kind. And today I was strongly guided to pick up pen again and to go to this notebook and receive a message. And it was so beautiful that I really feel inspired and guided to share it with all of you. And following that message coming through, I was then guided to pull some cards. And the cards that followed were just stunning, magnificent confirmation of all the messages that were received through the automatic writing session. So, what was okay, so forget that. We're going to just go to the message. I'm going to share it as it came. And there is no, for those who know me, when I am allowing myself to be, let's say, the pen in God's hands, there's very little punctuation, and it's always all capitals. And so this whole message is all capitals and very little punctuation. So I'm going to try to read it so that it comes through as I was receiving it. And it started with the message, fortune favors the brave. Well, it actually started with me writing the date 10/20, which is actually a 12. So that is beautiful in itself. That's hanged man energy. That is the message that comes with 12 is that we are the channels of light. 12 also reduces to a 3, and we'll get to that a little bit later. But let's get on with the message. Fortune favors the brave. Be proud. Powerful dragons you have slayed. You saved yourself. You loved yourself. Back to optimal health. Mind, body, spirit. You are so near it to all. You have risen after the fall. Over and over again, tumbling to new depths and heights of love, sacred kites, gifted stars. Trust the yod of God that guides as your heart. Stay the course, right on target. Your focus then, now, always reflects your beautiful, brave spirit. Keep going, beloved. You are growing magnificently. Step into your divine majesty. Continue with courage to have faith in the great mystery unfolding fragrantly, deliciously, delightfully in your life. Imagine dreams upon your dragon. Don't bother with bragging. That will only bring you down. You are sacred ground. Fortune favors the brave. Remember who you are today. Love eternal, love eternal. Soul is the essence of your sweet human heart, living art, healing all. Love, only love will do. Trust the whispers of love within you. Dreams do come true. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Love as sweet as fudge. Eternal beloved. Divine protection. So, what a beautiful message that was. I mean, I trust that. How did it feel to receive for you? As it was coming through, it felt my ear is ringing like crazy right now, my right ear. As it was coming through, it was really lovely to receive. And so then I was like, then it just stopped as they do. Oh, shoot, I forgot to write the time. But that came through in about 4 or 5 minutes. And so when it stopped, I was guided to the Archangel Michael oracle, which was sitting on the table in front of me. And the first card that came out was the healing angel, peace. It's the number 29, which reduces to the 11, the path of mastery. You and I are the masters of our own domain. I'm thinking of a Seinfeld episode. Those of you old enough to remember, or, I mean, I'm sure it's on repeats. Anyways, we are the masters who came to remember who we are, to slay the dragons, real and imagined, and to bring healing to our experience, and then in our own unique, magical way to share our healing with others, whether large scale or small scale. It's really irrelevant. It's simply about the sharing. And this blue, it's the earth. And what I'm really feeling is like the world needs your peaceful heart. You have slayed the dragons. Can you imagine if your wishes and dreams came true? 9:44 there on the clock. Can you imagine what would life look like for you? What would it feel like? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yes. Sacred deals. holy seals, remembering via the pathway of our feels. We're human, 1010. We're human. We're here to feel. We do feel. And to say otherwise is to deny the who we are. And so we're not here to do that. And all the pink in this card and then the gold of her robe is really we step into our power via the path of love, via the path of loving service. And loving service always begins at home. The next card out was Life Everlasting, Your Immortal Nature. Number 6, we are the flip scrippers. We are the divine lovers here to dance and play in the fragrance of life, of love, the delights of it all, the delights of the flesh, not sins of the flesh, the delights of the flesh, the healing capacity of touch, the healing nature of touch, gentleness. It's up to us to choose. And this is really feeling like that visual. If you were here yesterday, I shared about the water spilling through the crack in the table. That's exactly how it looked. The wellspring of emotional intelligence you bring. Have faith in yourself. It does feel like there's an undercurrent here for all of us in feeling our own worth, feeling how valuable, what a sacred treasure, what a gift we are. All of us, mind, body, and spirit. We are so near to all of it. The next card that came out is the eternal star. The eternal star, guidance 24, another 6, 6, 6. We were born for this. Deliciousness. 6 is the energy of the lovers. 6 is the energy of the choice point. It was 1233 there, triple threes. We're on the right path. Yesterday, the energy was a little bit like maybe we were doubting ourselves. We were beginning to perhaps throw in the towel. No, there's been so much beautiful confirmation, synchronistic moments since we've last connected. Have you connected with the synchronistic moments, the serendipitous moments in your life? I sure have. Such a delight. And what I'm really feeling as I connect with this, of course, divine masculine energy to support the balancing of the feminine, 1313, that emperor, empress, seeking out one another, feeling the, I want to say the harmonious flow of the soul that is supporting the human to grow. Trust your inner guidance. Do not doubt, because positive news is on the horizon. And this feels like coming out of hermit mode now. We've been in hermit mode for most of this year, right? And that's a great place to be. I mean, I love hermit mode. And yet, if you're anything like me, there is a longing, if you will, a soul calling for community, for community, for family, for touch, for all of it. And we can be assured if we stay the course of our heart that the good news is on the way, positive news. We have to be open to see the clues. It's like spirit breadcrumbs us a little bit, not breadcrumbing us in a bad way. Humans play those games. Spirit breadcrumbs us. It's like clues. It's like, leaving a path so we can find our way back out of the forest. Spirit is leading us deeper into the forest. Spirit really wants us to explore all of it, to explore the essence of the soul that now calls your human home. What a beautiful gift. And you are a beautiful gift, and you are indeed here on this path of mastery. We've got that 3 again. Oh, right, back to the writing. Because it came, how did it come? How it came is, if you look here, the last date I wrote was September the 10th, and it was a 999 day. And since that time, 30 days have passed. 3, co-creation, beyond incubation, jubilation. We are here for jubilation beyond the tribulation. And again, it's personal to each of us, right? What is your deep desire? It's not about the sins of the flesh. It's not the desires of the flesh, although that is a component to our experience, right? We are human. We are meant to have the entirety of the feeling experience, good, bad, and otherwise, and it's through our own personal journey, our own spiritual awakening, that we no longer allow ourselves to be in situations that devalue us. And in essence, we're devaluing ourselves by allowing ourselves, by making the choice to be wherever we may be. And yet, you, me, none of us have given up. And love is what overflows from our cup. And we are grounded. This is speaking of grounded in our divine essence, grounded in the nature of things. So then after the Archangel Michael card, the other deck that I had was the Moonology and the Queen of the Moon Oracle combined. And I was guided to ask the question, what is hidden from us? In the big scheme of things, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. You see what I bring here. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. So I had asked, what is hidden from us? Look at this beauty. Self-love. 6. This is the third 6. We are the flip scrippers. The last time I wrote was on a 999 day. Confirmation that 30-day gestation period between September 10th and now October 20th, or whatever it is in your life, I'm talking real time, has been an incubation period. And now we come out of the incubation period and onto like this path. We've been loving up on ourselves. We've been doing, I'm hearing like, what is it called? Like, not plucking, like primping our feathers or whatever. We've been doing all the work behind the scenes, and this is confirmation for you that you've been doing the work. So it feels like there's a need to celebrate you, because the next card out was a personal resolution. A personal issue reaches resolution. I don't know what that is for you. It's different for each of us. And yet the color of this moon and the color of the moon, the Jupiter color, divine truth. And in Cancer, it's about expansion. It's about soulful connections. We can feel, have you ever felt a connection in your world that was so like otherworldly, like beyond the physical, and yet so, I have one such connection in my life, and it is like the most divine connection I have ever experienced. And that's saying a lot, because there was Frank. And yet it's a spiritual connection. It has yet to materialize in the third dimension. I have faith that it will. And yet I also am aware that free will, and we'll get to that because that's an important thing here. But a personal issue reaches resolution. And then the next card out was a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra, which we're actually having tomorrow. Yesterday, I said it was today, but it's actually tomorrow, the 21st. I rarely look at a calendar or a clock unless I'm guided to. So it happens tomorrow. So are you ready? Do you have faith that you've done the work? Do you have faith that you believe that you are worthy of a beautiful love story in your life? Yes. Yes. And so then the next card out, and remember, this is all that's been hidden from us, the masculine. I say it all the time, right? It's like I feel the masculine energy all around, very supportive, very kind, very loving, and yet, not hugging, like not like in the experience. Oh my gosh. And it's another 6, 4 sixes. Is there a choice you need to make? 2112. For some of us, the message is allow yourself to wait to be chosen. And so when divine timing is at play, again, it was touched upon yesterday. It's not like the hands on the clock going round and round and round. It's not like that. It's much more mysterious, if you will, because it's taking place like we are so much more than this. I'm Jane. Where's Tarzan? So it's so much more magical and mysterious, and the breadcrumbs, the clues, the blues clues, the divine truth clues that are serendipitously shown to us, synchronistically gifted to us along the way, are the path that we are called to remain upon. And so the final card out, and this is what trips us up, is it not? Oh, let us not trip ourselves up anymore. We have come too far. We have grown so much. Don't let pride get in the way. It's great to be proud of ourselves. Pride is about being egocentric, right? Sometimes we make mistakes. Can we admit that we've made a mistake? Can we admit that we may have misjudged? Can we admit that maybe we weren't quite telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth? This is where bravery, fortune favors the brave. You and I are incredibly brave. We ought to be incredibly proud of how many dragons, powerful dragons we have slayed. And now it's time for us to imagine, and actually not just imagine, to experience living the life of, it's simple. It's not all that complicated. Just living a life tumbling in love. I'll tumble for you. And we can be like tumbleweeds, planting seeds of love everywhere we go and making more wishes and living in faith, cultivating faith in our daily life through the self-love practices, through self-care, and following the clues and becoming more and more at ease and peaceful within our experience. Look, underneath is the gratitude card, 23, my number for the divine masculine. So more confirmation, reaching out, making it real in the physical, making what we feel real, allowing ourselves, surrendering to the will of the divine, and using our free will, which resides in the solar plexus, which with an overactive mind is also where our ego resides, pride. And ego in balance is very good because it encourages us to take action. ego, prideful ego, is rejection, really, of spirit, of self, of soul. You guys aren't here for that. None of us are. And so this is very exciting. Gratitude. What are you grateful for today? I'm grateful for all the guidance I've received, and I'm grateful for the heart that continues to foolishly, perhaps, believe in my own wishes and dreams. And they're not very complicated. They're not very complicated. Okay, so I was guided to wrap this up. Oh my gosh. Realization. Self. So after we realize ourselves, then we actualize ourselves, the experience, making it real. Are you the real deal? I am. You know, and I just heard looks can be deceiving. You know, we don't always see what's going on behind the scenes. And yet we can trust, you and I can trust that if we are, so, okay. So if divine love is what we're seeking in the physical, in the material, in our experience in this lifetime, and we're working behind the scenes and we're focused on that and we're cultivating self-love, we're showing up devotionally for ourselves, we're remaining optimistic, we're allowing ourselves the full range of emotions, whatever they may be, we can trust that this is also taking place in the counterparts energy, like mirrors, right? Mirror, mirror, what do we see? Well, the message when I was looking in the mirror just before coming here was, precious heart, oceans of love swim in your eyes and beat as your heart. Oh my God. That's like so romantic, right? I don't know. I feel it. I feel it. I'm super grateful for the shift. And it is the purity of my heart, perhaps the foolishness, as some grown-ups may say. Oh, another 3. Confirmation. The time of incubation is over. We are here for co-creation and jubilation and, manifestation of all that we desire. There's our 5th, 6th responsibility, our path of divine responsibility. Oh, and look what's on this responsibility card. This sweet little hummingbird singing and playing and like flitting around, just loving life, spreading wishes, spreading love. What are you here for? I'm here to follow the breadcrumbs of spirit that hopefully lead to exactly where I know I'm meant to be. And I trust. I have complete faith that I'm here to co-create with the divine masculine who matches. It doesn't, because we match someone's energy or frequency doesn't mean we're the same. We're certainly not. And from what I can tell, we're not. And yet, the soul knows we are. And in more ways than one. Fun, close to the heart. Give it to me straight from the heart. I want to see, where's my little hummingbird feathers? Just a sec. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Little hummingbird feathers. Some of you will remember I had one delivered to my knee by a bumblebee a few years ago. How beautiful. There's 3 in there? Yeah, there's 3 in there. One's like, they're kind of stuck together. Hummingbird, joy. Hummingbirds are the only birds that swim. Swim. Oh, hummingbirds. I've never seen a hummingbird swim. I have seen an eagle swim. But hummingbirds are the only birds that, like, when their wings go, they make like a figure 8 pattern, the infinity symbol. You're here. Your divine responsibility in this lifetime is to move closer to your very own beautiful heart, which is home. Home is where the heart is. Your very own beautiful heart. Pay attention to the signs. Take care of yourself and trust in the divine plan, the divine unfolding of it all. And, when you lose faith, continue to cultivate. We're not here to lose faith. So it says hummingbirds move with grace and focused direction. So should we all in matters of the heart. Your ability to respond has a sense of harmony. You have music like the bamboo flute with the winds of heaven blowing through it. You carry sacred feathers and send messages to the Great Spirit with your flight. From this divine perspective, you can see love. When another invites you in, you enter with openness and compassion. You feel their truth, be it music or ideas. You take responsibility for responding in kind. Are you creating barriers or can you respond? True intimacy comes from an equal willingness to give and to receive. You can not be pulled into something if you are not going there already. So spirit may be pulling us, and perhaps we're like, no, I'm not going. I already know what's going to happen, how it's going to unfold, or perhaps, the ego's in the way and say, oh, perhaps the truth is I turned away. Look forward. Go look in the mirror. Go look in your eyes. What do you see when you look in your eyes? Take the deep dive. Don't let pride get in your way of wish fulfillment, of responsibility, your responsibility. Remember, when we grow up and become adults, even though we may still feel like children at heart, when we grow up and become adults, it's up to us to make the moves, to do the work. No one's coming to feed us, although that would be nice. But no one's coming to save us, as the message that was shared at the beginning. And this is how we're going to wrap it up as well. Oh, look, let your heart out. Let your love flow. Tristan agrees. You have undergone a beautiful transformation. I'm hearing sacred seeds, sacred keys. We're all of it. We are the holy ground. We are not here to bow down to another. If we could see how beautiful we are, I don't know who, someone really poetic said something like, if we could see how beautiful we are, we would bow at our own feet. Can we walk through life? I like to walk through life with the visual of myself, my feet kissing the earth with every step. So can we do that? Can we take responsibility and release and let go of what is holding us back from wish fulfillment? So I'm going to wrap up today with the sharing again the message that came through for all of us. It was such a delightful message to receive. I feel like perhaps I'm ready to be the pen in God's hands again, as guided. So here's the message that came on today, October the 20th, 2025, which is a 12 day. So a day perhaps of introspection. The Hanged Man. Remember, the Hanged Man, we can't stay in the tree forever. We got to make moves. And we got to follow the clues. And if we really want to have the experience that we've intellectualized, we've visualized, we've dreamt of so much in our mind, then we actually have to be like the chariot, the Merkabah, the vehicle of light, and move into action. Soul satisfaction. You can get soul satisfaction. Did you see the light change? Okay, so here's the message. Fortune favors the brave. Be proud. Powerful dragons you have slayed. You saved yourself. You loved yourself. Back to optimal health. Mind, body, spirit. You are so near it. All of it. You have risen after the fall. Over and over again. tumbling to new depths and heights of love, sacred kites, gifted stars. Trust the yacht of God that guides as your heart. Stay the course, right on target. Your focus then, now, always reflects your beautiful, brave spirit. Keep going, beloved. You are growing magnificently. Step into your divine majesty, kings and queens. I just added that now. Kings and queens. Continue with courage to have faith in the great mystery, unfolding fragrantly, deliciously, delightfully in your life. Imagine dreams upon your dragon. Don't bother with bragging. That will only bring you down. You are sacred ground. Fortune favors the brave. Remember who you are. Love eternal. Soul is the essence of your sweet human. Living art, healing all. Love, only love will do. Trust the whispers of love in you. Dreams do come true. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Love as sweet as fudge. Eternal beloved, divine protection. And so when you continue to honor the whispers of love that are heard within you, your wishes and dreams will come true. And for that, I thank you and trust that something here resonated with. There was no one here with me during the live today. So please do let me know in the comments down below how this message was received, how it felt to receive. We are at that time again of the year where the yearly energy forecasts are now available. You can do them as a monthly subscription or as a one-off, a one-time investment. You can find that link in the description box below. Thank you all so much for showing up. I'm not sure if I've told you lately, I'm so grateful for your presence here in this space. New and old subscribers, those of you who have been traveling with me for a decade or more in this lifetime, thank you so much. Courageous, brave warriors of the heart. Those of you who are just joining us, we see you, we feel you, we love you, and thank you for your gifts of loving service while here on Mother Earth. Until tomorrow, everyone, I see you, I feel you, I love you. I trust that you have felt supported, loved, and encouraged through the connection. And yeah, thank you. Until next time, everyone. Shine, shine, shine.